John Paeza.
When it was first announced that I was a salutatorian, I was a combination of surprise and honor. Before anything else, I have to thank my teachers for getting me here and for a wonderful 2 years of childhood. But anyways, back to what I was saying before. After getting over the initial shock of being selected as salutatorian, and it was a very close race, I'm sure, I began to think about it more. Now, I thought, I have to write a speech on top of studying for finals and finishing projects. All jokes aside, though, I started thinking about how I wanted to write this speech, and how I wanted it to be different than your typical spiel that you'll get at any graduation. The theme I was given to write about was the past, and that's what I stuck to. However, rather than giving a corny, generic collection of words, I've decided to share my favorite memories with each member of the graduating class. Now remember, there are some things that have happened in Sweet 5 that we agreed to make stay in Sweet 5. Don't be surprised if some of the memories are a little lackluster. I'll start with Josh. My favorite memories with Josh have been playing saxophone alongside him on the drums, and how he's always had the ability to keep the band together with his rhythm. Next, I'll talk about Mika. We've shared a lot of great times, but one of the most memorable experiences I've had with her is one that I'm sure some of you may remember too, the play last year, The Wizard of Oz. In her first appearance at the second show, she messed up her lines. I was sitting in the back at the time with the band, but I was able to see how she recovered, and how she was able to go on as nothing happened. It's something that isn't easy to do, and something I respect about her very much. Now we'll talk about Tasha. My favorite memories with Tasha have got to be ones where you can really see her personality, where she's able to sing in any situation. Whether it be to apply a song to any scenario, or to make one up on the spot, she's always singing, and I'm sure she'll be doing this for some time. For Leah, it would really just have to be getting to know her. Not just to learn about her and what she likes, but being able to understand the nickname that I heard when I first started attending, the class cat. At first, I knew she had and loved cats, but I didn't really get the nickname. But as time went on, I began to see it more and more. The way she sits, acts, her personality, it all began to fit. John Hamilton. Recently, the class has found an obsession with Ultimate Frisbee, and I think it's safe to say he'll always be the first one to be picked on your team. He's a great athlete in all kinds of sports, too, and is also an amazing artist. He isn't the only one with this talent, but if you give him something to draw, he can do it. Now we'll go to Zach. A few weeks ago, the whole school went down to Fisher Meadows for a field day, and our homeroom teacher, Mr. Lombardo, took us all fishing. I carried my rods in a makeshift container made of some PVC piping, and I didn't think anything of it until Zach came up with the idea to catch fish with it. He grabbed it, then ran into the water, shoes and all, and proceeded to scoop up some lazy fish with it. Everyone was in stitches, myself included, and it's something I'll never forget. Now we'll talk about my memories with Eli. During our school visit to Herkimer, New York, we shared a cabin. After coming back from a shower just before curfew, Eli decided to grab a can of spray deodorant and fumigate the cabin with it. Everyone in the cabin practically knocked the door off its hinges trying to escape asphyxiation. And when asked why we were outside so late, none of us could keep a straight face trying to explain what had happened. It was difficult trying to think of just one thing to say for Nabil, because we've been friends for many years and have shared many memories outside of school as well as in. However, I think my favorite memories with Nabil have been on the bus, whether it be us both scrambling to finish a homework assignment we hadn't completed, playing a game, or even just talking. Lastly, I'll move to Varun. I think some of my favorite memories with Varun have been in sports, whether it be in a school game or playing for the official team. During recess, our class and some other students often either play Ultimate Frisbee or soccer, and Varun is somebody very strange to play with or even against. He'll go from missing a sitter, a free shot or catch, to making an amazing game-changing play that nobody could replicate if they tried. Playing for the official soccer team, he was a different story. He was a solid player, but occasionally he would make a tackle that would have him sent off the field by any professional referee, and then play on for the second half. Now, of course, we have to get back to the more corny part of the speech. When you're driving, you can always look in the rear view to see what's behind you, where you've been. However, if you keep looking for long enough, and not enough at what's in front of you, you're eventually going to crash. So while it can always be fun to look back and remember what you've done in the past, we're going to have a brief presentation. I will turn it over to the valedictorian. We can talk about what's in front of us. I'll do that on this note. With these memories and others like them, I can honestly say that I will never forget my 8th grade class, and I'll miss them all through high school and beyond. Thank you for listening.